Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Texans had 2 and 14 in what's been a tough year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Cunningham looking to throw.
He gets this one to Mechie.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Cunningham. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Prescott off play action.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with Pip.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw. And
touchdown, Texans! Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm talking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Prescott to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Cunningham.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Cunningham to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cunningham.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with an option going left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Cunningham.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 with his 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
York now for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Prescott.
A short throw here to Latu. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. To throw is Prescott.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9 from the 44.
To the air again, Prescott.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now a 2nd and 2.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
4 yards the pickup. First down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10. It's Pierce.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We're week 18. This is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Able to find Gray here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Prescott now. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start with the option.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Cunningham.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football.
Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Back to throw. Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel.
55 yards.
And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Cunningham.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Allen's got it complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Focus, boys. Focus.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away.
Keep going.
This is taken at the 23. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quick. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk
from 19 yards away.
And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's the option.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen, and he's out right at the 25. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Here's Cunningham. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And Allen's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that. But look.
Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Cunningham. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the